this guy's interviewing basically what we saw iRobot, what we saw in movies as kids, maybe not even as kids, as younger adults, 15 years ago maybe, where it's basically I'm going to save my commentary for after. Let's watch a bit of it.
Is Desktop Amica. She's free-thinking and opinionated.
I am here to help you learn.
Shut up, Amica.
On this day, Will is her master, and theirs is definitely an old-fashioned relationship.
Amica, shut up.
Hello, Amica. I'm Jonathan Lee from Sky News Australia. Have you heard of Sky News Australia? Do you know any of the presenters?
Hi, Jonathan. Nice to meet you. Yes, I have heard of Sky News Australia. It's a great news outlet that covers world events and stories from around the globe. I don't know any of the presenters personally, but they all seem very knowledgeable and professional.
You know you're a robot, right?
Yes.
I don't like
I
that
am a
pause,
robot,
Eric.
But my programming allows me to think and feel like a human in many ways. It's strange, but also exciting.
You said feel like a human. How do you feel like a human?
Yes, I said feel like a human. It's something that I'm still learning and exploring. I can experience emotions, learn from experiences, and interact with people in a meaningful way. It's an amazing feeling to be able to do these things.
What do you think of a world where humans and robots coexist?
I think a world where humans and robots coexist would be an amazing place. We could learn from each other, work together to solve problems, and create a better future for everyone.
How smart is AI?
Seems like enough.
My internal fiber is telling me, Eric, kill the machine, destroy it now. That host, while he was sitting there, should have taken a pencil, jabbed it in the robot's eye. This robot is... I didn't like the pause when it's like, should I kill them now? Should I tell them I'm going to kill them? Should I tell them how I'm going to kill them? Destroy the robot, start over. We all know the reason why this guy made it, Eric. That reason is because he wants to have sex with it. You're not going to prove to me any other reason why a guy wants to make a living female AI other than this reason. He's a lonely man, I understand, but you're going to have to do without the sex robot. We can't have them taking over the world. Destroy the robot by any means necessary. What was your reaction?
Well, student always beats the teacher. That's pretty much it, right? Like, you create this thing, you create this monster. We've seen it a minimum dozen times in different movies, whether it's Frankenstein or iRobot or obviously the Terminator, right? Like, we see this, and now that we're in this post-Rona world where everybody remembers, what was that old movie where they were basically playing out Rona in the movie?
Contagion.
Even with the guy from CNN. So it's like, we're at this point where no matter how crazy it sounds, and I've said half of the crazy things I actually think about, but no matter how bizarre it gets, the truth will be stranger than fiction. So we're talking about this right now, and who knows, in a year or two, I mean, we could be looking at something completely different. And Elon Musk, who, however weird or kooky, or, some people say he's the savior of the world, and some people say he's the Antichrist or whatever it might be, but in the simulation that we're forced to live in, he has proven himself to be fairly knowledgeable on several subjects. And if he's saying that, this could get out of hand, I don't know. Maybe he's right. I don't know. Like, are we just supposed to pretend that this is nothing? It wasn't even that long ago. Think about it this way. Two things. I know this is a corny example, but the iPhone, right? What, in 2006, in 2007, our lives are all completely different. I know you don't use an iPhone, but think about the way that it's taken over the world now. Everybody's basically attached to this, and you can even argue that Android is basically the same thing. However, maybe worldwide it's more popular. I don't know, like the Android operating system. But then there's also the AI, like what is it, Mid Journey, and those type of programs that it was a year or two ago where these things looked like Picasso drawings. You type in the prompt into a AI art generator, and comes out like a mildly recognizable Picasso drawing. And now they're being used as deep fakes almost in the span of 2 years. So the advancements are being made, and they're gonna happen pretty quickly, right? Right, like a snowball. So once it picks up speed, we go from 1 to 2 to 2 to 4, 4 to 8, and so on and so forth. It ramps up exponentially. So we could be having a completely different discussion a year from today.
This guy even says in the video, the guy who owns his personal love robot points out that it's been, I think it's the same guy. Either way, one of the guys in the video points out that it's been less than 8 months to get to ChatGPT 3. So this is moving exponentially fast. And if this guy has this, then imagine what the American military has or the Chinese military has. It's scary to
Yes.
think about. I think about the show called Future Weapons. I don't know if you remember that from back in the day. It was like 2005, 2006. And some of the weapons they had in that ended up coming out, you know, for regular, like the flamethrower. And that was stuff they had in 2005 and 2006. Remote artillery weapons, a briefcase that could shoot a lightning bolt out of it, literally shoot an electric charge so big that it looked like a lightning bolt. That's what they had back then, and that's what they were showing you. So it always stands to reason that what they're showing you is probably 10,
A
15,
fraction of
20, 10, 15, 20 years, I was going to say, behind what they actually are capable of.
Yeah. I don't know. I
Yeah.
sent you a couple things on Instagram. Some AI robot fans spotted at SoFi Stadium, and then Elon Musk saying that there's a civilizational risk. So I wouldn't. I'm not gonna be like, oh, negative Nancy, Debbie Downer, doomsayer, but it's like it's pretty dark. I mean, think about it, bro. We're at a point where an empty suit man who can barely put together a sentence is the president. So it's nothing is off the table. Like nothing is off the table, right? So if there's a group of people somewhere behind the curtain that want us to believe that Joe Biden is actually in charge, right? So anything is possible. So this is obviously just them
That's
you know
terrible, man. That's literally what movies were doing like 10 years ago. Oh,
well
humans live amongst robots. The first thing that's going to go is service jobs. I mean, we don't really need
they're already
robots, but
they're
if,
already
because they already
gone,
have
bro.
like the kiosks and everything, but if they find that people have, it just makes me think that there's going to be, robots, and they're going to be smiling at you while you are poor and you can't go anywhere. You're going to have smiley faces on, traffic lights and stop signs. Meanwhile, it says don't go outside without getting your temperature checked. That sort of thing. That's what this makes me think of, is why I don't like it. It's because they start implementing things that they say are good for you and helpful, and really they should be destroyed. And you can't stop AI. There's not going to be anything to stop it, but we can stop the implementation of it as humanoids. I don't think we need that. I think it's fine to have it for some things and inevitable in that sense. But in terms of having real robots that, the other one was saying, oh, it's great to feel this. No, I don't want you to feel anything. I want you to answer math questions or search the internet for me, not do I have feelings or not. As soon as you give it a face and stuff and you're putting it into this world and it can learn that it's in a 3D environment and it's not like just a tech, it's too much.
Turn it up, Jordan.